Have you ever felt like someone cares about you more than they let on, yet they never openly say it? Maybe they check in randomly, remember the tiniest details, or just seem happier when you're around. But there's never a confession, never an overt declaration of feelings. These subtle behaviors can be hard to notice at first, but they reveal a deep emotional attachment that runs quietly beneath the surface. Emotional attachment isn't always loud or obvious. In fact, the strongest bonds often exist in the small, almost imperceptible gestures that show someone genuinely values your presence, your thoughts, and your happiness. When someone is emotionally attached to you, their care is consistent, patient, and often selfless. They might not send love notes or make grand announcements, but their attachment shows in the way they prioritize you without needing acknowledgement, the way they notice small changes in your mood, or the way they protect and support you quietly. This kind of attachment is different from infatuation or casual affection. It's steady, thoughtful, and deeply rooted in genuine concern for your well-being. Over time, these tiny signals accumulate, creating a powerful emotional connection, one that is often stronger than words could ever express. In this video, we're diving into 15 silent signs that someone is emotionally attached to you but keeps it hidden. These signs are subtle and sometimes easy to overlook, but they reveal someone's true feelings more honestly than any confession ever could. From noticing the smallest changes in your energy, to remembering little things you've said in passing, to including you in their future plans without making it obvious, these behaviors are their way of showing attachment without needing to say it. By paying attention to these signs, you can start to recognize who genuinely cares for you and values your presence in their life. Emotional attachment doesn't always come with bold statements, but when someone consistently exhibits these behaviors, it's a quiet confirmation that they feel deeply connected to you. Whether it's their patience during your difficult moments, the way they defend you when you're not around, or the comfort they find simply being near you, these gestures speak volumes. So if you've ever wondered whether someone truly values you on a deeper level, this video will help you identify those hidden signals. By the end, you will have a clear understanding of how attachment can show itself silently, in the little actions, the consistent behaviors, and the thoughtful moments that make someone's care for you undeniable. 1. They check on you without a reason. One of the most subtle signs someone is emotionally attached to you is when they check on you without any apparent reason. This behavior isn't about obligation or expectation. It's driven by genuine concern and care. They might send a random message to ask how your day is going, or call you just to hear your voice. These little actions demonstrate that you are on their mind even when you haven't asked for attention. The fascinating part is how instinctive this becomes. They don't consciously plan it or make a big deal out of it. Emotionally attached people often feel a pull to ensure you're okay because your well-being affects their emotional state. They might notice small signs of stress or fatigue in your voice or expressions, prompting them to reach out subtly. Over time, these random check-ins accumulate and create a sense of consistency and reliability, even if they never explicitly say, "I care about you." Their attachment is quiet, steady, and reassuring. It doesn't require drama or declarations. When someone does this consistently, it's a silent way of communicating that you matter deeply to them, and they are emotionally invested in your life even without needing acknowledgement. 2. They notice even small changes in your mood. Another strong indicator of emotional attachment is their ability to pick up on minor shifts in your mood. They don't just notice when you're visibly upset or happy. They sense subtle changes, like tension in your shoulders, a slight sigh, or a muted tone in your voice. These small cues tell them that something is off, even if you haven't spoken about it. Emotionally attached people are highly attuned to you because your emotions impact them more than they might admit. They remember how you usually behave, laugh, or express yourself, so any deviation stands out to them. This isn't just empathy, it's an emotional connection where your internal world becomes meaningful to them. They might approach you gently, asking questions carefully or offering support without making it obvious that they noticed. The attachment here is silent. They don't use it as leverage or manipulate your feelings. They simply respond with care. Over time, this awareness builds a sense of safety and understanding, even if they never articulate it. This type of attentiveness is rare and often unmistakable once you recognize the pattern. They truly notice you in ways most people overlook. 3. They remember the little things you say. When someone is emotionally attached to you, they pay attention to your words, especially the small details you might forget you even mentioned. It could be your favorite snack, a dream you casually shared, or something that made you laugh weeks ago. They store these seemingly insignificant details because they matter to them. Your thoughts and preferences hold value. This behavior shows a deep level of care because remembering the small things requires attention and intention. They may reference them later in conversation, surprise you with thoughtful gestures, or bring up past stories that resonate with you emotionally. This isn't about impressing you. It's about showing that they listen and genuinely care about who you are. People who are not attached often forget these minor details, but emotionally connected individuals retain them and use them to make interactions feel meaningful. It's their way of silently saying, "I see you, I remember you, and you matter to me," without ever needing to verbalize their attachment. The accumulation of these small gestures can make you feel uniquely valued and understood over time. 4. They prioritize your happiness silently. A key sign of emotional attachment is when someone puts your happiness above all else without making it obvious. This isn't about grand gestures or dramatic displays. It's about consistent, quiet efforts to ensure you feel valued and content. They notice the things that lift your mood, a favorite song, a small treat, or even a compliment that brightens your day, and they act on it without expecting recognition. Their satisfaction comes from knowing you're happy, not from praise or acknowledgement. Emotionally attached individuals often adjust their actions, words, or decisions subtly to accommodate your comfort. They may listen patiently when you're stressed, offer solutions without being asked, or simply be present during moments when you need support. The silent part is crucial. They don't make a show of their efforts because their attachment isn't performative. Their focus is on your well-being, and this creates a deep sense of trust and emotional security over time. You may find yourself feeling cared for without understanding why, and that's exactly the quiet power of their attachment. This level of care is often a strong indicator that their feelings go beyond casual interest. They genuinely prioritize you and your happiness in ways that are heartfelt and subtle. 5. They include you in their future plans quietly. When someone is emotionally attached to you, they naturally envision a future that involves you, and they do so without announcing it or seeking validation. It could be small things, like casually mentioning trips, events, or opportunities they hope to share with you, or larger life decisions they contemplate while considering your presence. Their inclusion is thoughtful and sincere. They don't pressure you or force the idea, but it's clear in the way they speak, plan, and even dream. This silent behavior shows they see you as part of their long-term life and that your presence matters in decisions that go beyond the immediate moment. Unlike someone who only focuses on the present, emotionally attached people mentally project your connection forward. They may make compromises, prioritize mutual growth, or consider your needs when mapping out their goals, all without needing acknowledgement. It's subtle but powerful, and over time it communicates that you're valued deeply, even if no one else notices. This is one of the clearest signs of attachment. They quietly weave you into their vision of the future because your existence in their life feels essential and natural. 6. They protect you when you're not around. Another silent but unmistakable sign of emotional attachment is when someone takes care of or defends you even when you're not present. They might speak up for you in conversations, ensure others treat you with respect, or subtly shield you from criticism and harm. This protective instinct doesn't stem from control or obligation. It arises from genuine care and concern for your well-being. Emotionally attached individuals feel responsible for your safety, not in a possessive way, but in a deeply empathetic sense. Their awareness of your challenges and vulnerabilities motivates them to act proactively, even if you're unaware. This type of protection is often silent. They won't boast about it or seek credit, but their actions consistently show that your welfare is important to them. Over time, noticing such gestures creates a sense of reliability and trust, even if their attachment isn't openly discussed. Protecting someone behind the scenes is a powerful signal that you hold a significant place in their heart and mind. It's an emotional investment expressed through actions rather than words. 7. They smile more when you enter the room. One of the most subtle yet telling signs of emotional attachment is how someone's demeanor changes when you're around. They smile more, their eyes light up, and their overall energy becomes warmer the moment you enter a room. This isn't forced or artificial. It's an instinctive response that reflects genuine happiness at your presence. Emotionally attached individuals often mirror their internal joy outwardly without even realizing it. They don't need to say anything. Their body language communicates care and excitement naturally. Over time, you may notice that even on bad days, their mood slightly elevates when they see you, a quiet signal that you hold significance in their emotional world. This smile is more than politeness. It's a reflection of attachment and affection. It indicates that your presence impacts them positively, and they unconsciously express it through subtle, consistent gestures like smiling, brightening their tone, or leaning in slightly. These nonverbal cues accumulate, creating an unmistakable sense that they feel emotionally connected to you, even if they never explicitly admit it. 8. They support your dreams without boasting. A deeply attached person encourages your goals, aspirations, and passions without seeking recognition or validation. They don't advertise their support or use it to gain praise. Their focus is entirely on helping you achieve your dreams. This might be through offering advice when asked, providing quiet motivation, or celebrating your small achievements privately. Emotionally attached individuals understand that your growth matters because your happiness and success resonate with them personally. Their support is consistent, patient, and selfless, reflecting genuine investment in your well-being. They listen to your plans, remember your ambitions, and sometimes make small sacrifices to help you reach your goals, all silently. Unlike casual acquaintances or friends, they take an active interest in your future without turning it into a performance. Over time, this quiet encouragement builds trust and emotional intimacy as you recognize their attachment not through words, but through steady, meaningful actions. Their focus is always on you and your aspirations, demonstrating that your life and happiness hold a special place in their heart. 9. They bring up things you said in the past. When someone is emotionally attached to you, they often reference things you said weeks, months, or even years ago, details most people would forget. This shows that they are truly listening and valuing your words. Whether it's a casual comment about a favorite book, a personal story, or dream you casually mentioned, they remember and bring it up naturally in conversation. This behavior signals emotional investment because it demonstrates that they are mentally storing your thoughts and treating them as meaningful. They may use these details to surprise you, support you, or connect with you on a deeper level. It's not manipulation. It's a reflection of care and attentiveness. Over time, noticing this makes you feel genuinely understood and valued, even if they never explicitly state their attachment. Remembering the little things is a quiet but powerful sign that someone holds a deep emotional connection with you, making their attachment feel personal, authentic, and lasting. 10. They feel affected when you pull away. A clear sign of emotional attachment is when someone senses and feels a shift whenever you pull away, even slightly. They don't need explicit explanations to notice distance or emotional withdrawal. Their connection with you is strong enough that your absence or detachment affects them. This reaction may manifest subtly, a change in tone, hesitation in conversation, or attempts to gently reconnect, reflecting that your presence matters to them on a deeper emotional level. Emotionally attached individuals experience your emotional state almost as if it affects their own. Your distance triggers concern, longing, or introspection. They may not pressure you, but they feel it internally and think about what caused the gap. This silent sensitivity is different from casual concern. It demonstrates that your connection is meaningful and impactful. Over time, you may notice that they make small efforts to bridge the gap without forcing interactions, showing that their attachment is both observant and respectful. This feeling of being affected by your withdrawal is a subtle yet powerful indicator that you hold a significant place in their heart. 11. They stay calm during your storms. Someone emotionally attached to you maintains patience and calm even during your most difficult moments. Whether you're stressed, angry, or upset, they don't react impulsively or defensively. Instead, they listen, offer steady support, and provide reassurance without making it about themselves. Their calmness stems from deep emotional investment. They prioritize your stability and well-being over reacting to the tension or chaos. This is a sign of maturity and attachment because they remain consistent, reliable, and safe to be around, even when emotions run high. People who are not emotionally connected might become frustrated, impatient, or judgmental, but someone truly attached is willing to weather the storm with you. Over time, this calm presence creates trust and emotional intimacy, allowing you to feel secure even during conflict. Their attachment is expressed not through dramatic gestures but through measured, thoughtful responses that show they care deeply and will stand by you through emotional turbulence. 12. They find comfort in your presence. A subtle but profound sign of attachment is when someone feels genuinely at ease just being around you. Their energy relaxes, their stress seems to lessen, and they may seek your company without needing to say why. This comfort isn't forced or performative. It's a natural reflection of emotional connection. When someone is attached, your presence has a calming effect, and they value the simple moments spent together. It's not about grand interactions or constant communication. It's about a quiet sense of belonging and emotional resonance. They may feel more themselves, happier, or more confident simply because you're nearby. This type of comfort signifies that they trust you and feel safe emotionally, which is a strong marker of attachment. Over time, the presence of this person becomes a source of emotional stability, and you might notice that they actively seek moments to be around you without making it overtly obvious. It's a quiet, powerful way of showing that your existence matters deeply in their emotional world. 13. They value your opinion above others. A clear sign of emotional attachment is when someone places your opinion above everyone else's. They seek your perspective on decisions, whether big or small, and genuinely consider your thoughts before acting. This isn't about manipulation or flattering you. It's about recognizing your judgment and trusting it more than that of others. Emotionally attached individuals respect your insights because they see you as an important influence in their life. Your ideas and feelings carry weight, and they often adjust their actions based on what you think. This behavior reflects deep emotional investment. Your presence in their life is meaningful enough that your approval, comfort, and guidance matter significantly. Over time, this consistent prioritization of your opinion builds trust and demonstrates that they value your mind, not just your presence. It's a subtle but powerful way of showing attachment. When someone respects and defers to your perspective, it signals that your input is integral to how they navigate life, making their connection with you emotionally significant and genuine. 14. They mirror your words, habits, or energy. Another strong sign of attachment is when someone subconsciously mirrors your behaviors, speech patterns, or energy. This isn't imitation in a superficial sense. It's a psychological reflection of their emotional connection with you. When they match your tone, repeat phrases you use, or adopt similar habits, it's because they feel aligned with you and value the bond deeply. Mirroring is often subconscious, and it occurs because they feel comfortable and connected around you. This behavior can also be a way to strengthen rapport and create harmony in your interactions. Emotionally attached people naturally gravitate toward behaviors that make you feel understood, appreciated, and in sync. Over time, this mirroring fosters a sense of closeness and intimacy without either of you needing to explicitly acknowledge it. It's a subtle but telling indicator that they are tuned into your personality and rhythms, and that your presence shapes their behavior in meaningful ways. 15. They defend you even when you're not around. A final sign of deep emotional attachment is when someone protects or defends you in your absence. They speak positively about you, correct misconceptions, and ensure others treat you with respect, all without seeking credit. This behavior shows that they care about your reputation, well-being, and emotional safety. Defending someone behind their back requires attentiveness and a genuine desire to support them, not for recognition, but out of emotional loyalty. Emotionally attached individuals instinctively act to safeguard your interest because your happiness and dignity are important to them. Over time, these quiet protective gestures reveal the depth of their care, signaling that their attachment is rooted in respect and concern rather than obligation. It's one of the most powerful indicators that someone values you profoundly, proving their bond is not just present but actively nurtured even when you're unaware.